Minute silence, beautifully observed here by the crowd at York Road. And Bob, as we were saying, good afternoon to you. I'm going to ask you, starting first by asking you, how is City going to approach this game this afternoon? Because it's going to be a tough test.
They're up against a strong, powerful Maidenhead side, and they're full of confidence. Maidenhead, being top of the league, scoring lots of goals. And I remember when last season we were down here it was at Easter, wasn't it? I was impressed with their directness, their size, their strength, their skill factor, and being top of the league now. I mean, then they were going for the playoffs, which they didn't make. Being top of the league now, they've got lots and lots of confidence. They've got an experienced manager in Alan Devonshire, who's played at the highest level, knows this standard of football really well, as does our manager Gary Howes, who's also played at the highest level. But they've got that ingredient that every team's looking for, that 20 goal a man season. Well, in Dave Tarpey, we've only been going 3 months, it's the middle of November, and he has already got 20 goals. So at the moment, they seem to be really the business, and they're doing well. They're the team at the moment everybody's trying to catch, and this will be a real challenge for City.
City kick off, and it's Marvin Morgan at winning possession, plays it into Murphy. Frankie Artis on this near side, first time touch to Shaquille Hunter, getting his first fill of the ball, takes it past the number 10, then gets stuck in the mud as on this near side, the pitcher cutting up quite badly already. Watkins heads the ball away from the throw, it's headed onto the head of Massey, who nods it forward again, and the ball just being pumped up in the air at the moment. Hemmings loses out. And just loses out there as it's played into the box, and it's straight onto the, just went over the head of one of the Maidenhead United players. I can't quite see who it is in the middle there, but Dan Ball just nodding it back to the keeper, Marvin Morgan, who's also joined the wall. And the referee blows his whistle. It's going to be Tarpey, who strikes towards goal. Pumped up the field again, and Jack Batten's going to have to be on his heels. He plays the ball forward towards Artis, who overruns it and brings down Comley. It was maybe a little bit silly from Frankie Artis, because I don't think he was going to make that, and he could be working his way into the book here.
And he's now got to be really, really careful.
Yeah, it's a yellow card to Frankie Artis, and Watkins doesn't quite manage to get there. And Maidenhead United buzzing dangerously as it's fizzed across the box there by the number 10, Mully, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Just loses out to number 2, Clerina. And it's Maidenhead just being a bit more physical when they're off the ball at the moment, and that's a nasty challenge on Hemmings, who's gone down, and City play on, but Hemmings is down injured. We'll come back to that in a moment as it's clipped forward. Morgan trying to make something happen, well played there by Comley for Maidenhead. He's beat 2 Bar City players and beats Murphy again, rides the challenge. Hemmings manages to get in a row. That suggests there should have been a foul by Murphy, and I think Murphy might be finding his way into the book here as well.
I think that would be a bit exceedingly tough if he's in the book. I mean, that was just going for the ball. I mean, when you think what happened to Hemmings when he was virtually taken out there, and Hemmings is up now, but I think he's got quite a knock on his ankle. And pumps the ball into the City half, up into the wet sky, and it's nodded clear by Hemmings, and that's well cleared away by Artis. Only onto the edge of the area though, and it's dangerous, pumped into the area, and it's good, well gathered there by Max O'Leary. That's across in there from Pritchard. City, the longer they can keep it 0-0, the better, and hopefully they might sneak one, you never know.
As it's pumped forward there, nodded on by, and this is an interesting one, and City got a penalty!
There you go, that was a good prediction, wasn't it?
It was a trip. I couldn't see which.
It was
Watkins was the player who was fouled. I couldn't quite see which Maidenhead United player it was.
I think it was Steer, and it was right on the edge of the area, and Watkins was clipped, and now we've got one of those things called penalties. But I'm going to close my eyes. It looks like it's Shaquille Hunter who has scored from the spot.
He's picked the ball up with some purpose here, Shaquille Hunter. He's decided it's his, making a surprise start today, and Comley's just having a word with the referee. We were looking through a bit of a crowd of players to see it, but I think it was a trip. Andy Watkins went down. The referee, Carl Lima, blew for a penalty, and in the 17th minute, Shaquille Hunter's got a great chance here to put City 1-0 up. It's a fairly short run up he steps, and it's saved by Carl Pemney. Saved, it was put to the goalkeeper's right, not particularly powerfully struck, and City's dismal penalty record continues. Into the middle of the pitch there with Comley, who pumps the ball forward, trying to find Tarpey, but Batten manages to nod away momentarily. Pritchard, though, tearing down the wing, plays the ball into the box. Month acrobatically heads that away, and City have got to just make sure they keep things proper there at the back, and they do. It's played into the feet of Shaquille Hunter, coming now forward over the halfway line. If you're just tuning in, it's 0-0. But City have missed another penalty. Shaquille Hunter in the 17th minute. Played forward into the channel there by Dan Ball, and Marvin Morgan takes advantage of a bit of a lapse of concentration there by the Maidenhead United fullback. It's out for a throw. As Frankie Artis, lovely little spin, plays the ball into the box, trying to find Morgan. It's good, gone in by Watkins. A diving header, couldn't quite make contact, and well, a great chance there.
That was a superb cross, and if Andy Watkins had just been a few inches taller, that would have been the first goal.
And it's found Frankie Artis. Down ball again, sink quite a lot of the ball on this near side. Artis clips the ball forward, once again trying to find Marvin Morgan, who holds off his opposite number, plays the ball into Murphy. What can Murphy do? Trying to find his way past Massey, but unbelievably, the referee's given a free kick to Maidenhead. I thought it was a bit of shielding there by Massey, but in towards Comley. Maidenhead just playing some neat 1-2s at the moment. Yet to really test Max O'Leary. The ball played into the channel though. It's offside though against Marks, I think that is, over on, making a forward run.
Yeah, first offside of the game.
Dan Ball plays the ball back to Monk, who clips the ball into the area, trying to find Morgan, who just almost found Watkins there. It's Murphy, nods the ball into the free channel, but it's going to bounce through to Carl Pentney. It's been pulled up a few times actually by various people as a shot comes in. Oh my word, what a superb goal! It's the number 9 Marks. I think as we were talking there, the ball bounced loose onto his chest, and with his left foot has rifled the ball in from around 25 yards from a tight angle. It dipped over Max O'Leary to put Maidenhead United 1-0 up in the 27th minute.
Well, that was just, I mean, basically he was, if you think about the penalty on the left-hand side, go with the angle, go a bit wider and further out. The ball came to him, it just bounced, sat up nicely, and he just volleyed it and whacked it.
Down ball, plays the ball forward, trying to find Watkins, and he's on the heels of Steer. And Watkins does really well, but just loses out. And City doing a really good job of pressing here. Rigg plays the ball into the feet of Watkins. Can he work an opening Watkins? He goes down, the referee says no free kick, and Steer is able to bring the ball away for Maidenhead into the feet of their number 10, Mully, who's just collides there with Dan Ball, I think that was, and goes down. And City players saying, what about the Andy Watkins free kick on the edge of the box? Yeah, but Dan Ball gets in the way and plays the ball into the channel to Watkins, who's come over onto this near side, and plays the ball back to Shaquille Hunter, plays it into the channel, and all over Marvin Morgan there was Massey, and City have rightfully got a free kick just on the edge of the box. 5 players now joining the wall. Hemmings to take it, right-footed, bends it in over the top. Oh, it's just a bit too much on it, and was looking to recreate that wonder goal that he scored against Hemel Hempstead a few weeks ago, but it's gone out for a goal kick. Cleared by Pentney, but only as far as Rigg, who plays the ball back into Pritchard, the goal scorer, who's running loose, takes it around 3 Barcelona players. It's bounced loose. It's up. This must be a goal. Oh, brilliant save by Max O'Leary. Clean through on goal there was Tarpey, but smothered the ball and keeps it at 1-0.
Well, that was an outstanding save.
Really well played there by Clerimer into the area, but Hemmings is able to clear that momentarily away. Good jump by Marks, who plays it back into Clerimer. Does really well and is now into the penalty area. Skips the ball past one. Can he line himself up for a shot? It's bounced loose, and it's going to be... Oh, it's offside in the end. The ball bouncing loose. It was really well played by Clerimer. Just shimmied inside 2 Bar City players, but one of the Maidenhead United players was offside. Pritchard, the goal scorer, is now bearing down on the City penalty area. He's got an overlap in Comley, plays the ball into the box, it squirts under the foot of Hemmings, he needs to get his laces through that and clears it upfield. Only as far though as Massey, the captain, who skips past 2 Bar City players, showing really good energy. And the Maidenhead United players, they've got their tails up into the feet of Comley. Can he deliver a ball into the box? He does, but it's a bad mistake there from Mont, and it's the number 10, Mully, who thought Christmas had come early for him, but his shot has gone over the bar.
Yeah, that was a tight angle, wasn't it? If he got there on target, he'd done very well.
Momentarily clears his man, but Batten is able to clear the ball away back onto the heel of Pritchard. And that's Hemmings has had his feet taken away from him there by, I think that's Pritchard. No, it's Upward. And Upward, I think, is going to be booked here because that looked painful on Hemmings. two rather large queues forming at the two tea huts here at York Road. It's a really sizable crowd here.
Well, they had 877 on Easter when they were pushing for the playoffs, and they've been getting around that quite regularly. That's what success brings you.
As City have got this free kick. It's pumped forward by Batten, nodded away, and just cleared a bit further on by Mully, and the referee decides he's seen enough, and that is half-time. It's been a very entertaining first half to watch, it has to be said. City with a great opportunity on 17 minutes, a penalty after a trip on Andy Watkins, but Shaquille Hunter, who was at the last minute, we think, put into the starting lineup after an injury to Ryan Broom, he missed the penalty. It was saved by Carl Pentney, and then on around 27 minutes, an absolute thunderbolt from Harry Pritchard put Maidenhead United 1-0 up.
Second half underway here against the Maidenhead side who have scored most of their goals after the break. So 23 of their 37 scored after the interval as they play the ball forward straight away. Spanked out loose now on the edge of the box to Mully. Play it to this left-hand side to Steers, cut inside, gave away the penalty and tries to play it through again to Mully, but well read from Hemmings. But given away to the dangerous Pritchard, he sends a really good ball actually towards the 6-yard box in the danger zone, but no Maidenhead player gambled on it. And I think if Marks had been quicker off the mark, so to speak, then that could have been 2-0 Maidenhead. And Runny did to play it through to Tarpey as well. It was incredible as City give the ball away cheaply to Pritchard. Aforementioned player is now running at Rigg, running forward in front of Hemmings, but Hemmings as well to cover, but it still needs to deal with this Batten. And he's just like got it away from Marks, but only as far as Pritchard. Watched again from Riggs, cutting inside of his man onto his right foot. A dangerous shot, but headed away from Hemmings at the expense of a corner to Maidenhead United.
Amazingly, that is the first corner of the game.
Taken it, played into the 6-yard box where O'Leary called for it, but Hemmings beats it to him, and Comley inside the centre circle, watched by his opposite number 8, Artis, booked in the first half, the third yellow of the season. Now Rennie Steer. Maidenhead still in plenty of possession here. Comley chips an intelligent ball over the top where it's chested down. It's Marks who's picked up the loose ball, but huge crowd of players. Hemmings getting in the vital interception, but City still cannot fully clear. So with Pritchard on the left, good ball into the middle, again cleared from Hemmings. Despite playing in front of the back four this afternoon, he's been more like a centre back in these last few minutes or so as Marvin Morgan wins a header. Looked like a foul there on Shaquille Hunter. The referees let the play continue. In fact, he signalled an advantage. It's another English boy over the top there. Andy Watkins goes down ambitiously appealing for a free kick. It's Steer running forward, the left back, played in this fixture last season. Hemmings gone down there off the ball, and Rigg riskily plays it back into the middle. It's now with Comley, a right-footed shot from distance, but 1 or 2 yards over the crossbar, didn't dip in time to trouble Max O'Leary. Billy Murphy to aim at. He's got Artis on the edge of the box as well if he chooses to use it. And he goes towards that 6-yard box where it's headed clear, lands to Artis. A good ball to Watkins, left-footed shot, but just under the crossbar and clutched out of the air from Pentney. He didn't have enough power on it really. Artis on the halfway line. Still Maidenhead 1, Bow City 0. We've been playing just under 10 minutes in the second half. Seen live on Bow City Internet Radio. Billy Murphy around 30 yards out. And in fact, he found Marvin Morgan, but the flag's gone out. What a bad-looking ball there. And there's sort of service like that, which Marvin Morgan could have done better with, right? Even though he was caught offside, but he still didn't bring it under control. Thrown inside there from Rigg to Morgan, and signal of his afternoon really. He's missed out now. He's a long ball over the top, which Tarpey could give chase to Manny Mont. And he's got the other side of Manny Mont, who's very well shot, and Tarpey's going to tap the ball in. Manny Mont has escaped a clear red card for that professional foul, but Dave Tarpey, it's a danger man. Once again, he has now scored 21 goals this season. He got in ahead of the City centre-back. Max O'Leary hesitated. He stole in. He tapped the ball in on the line. 57 minutes gone. Maidenhead 2, Bow City 0.
Yeah, well, that was gift wrap for Dave Tarpey. Manny Mont, you could see, really, he just needed to hook it away because Tarpey was breathing down his neck. He had to hook it away. He didn't, and Tarpey said thank you very much, and it was an early Christmas present for the Maidenhead centre forward, and his 21st goal of the season.
Well, it's a former home ground for Manny Mont, who ended last season at Hayes and Yedding, made his final game here for them. Here against City, as Hunter's got the other side of his man, plays it back to Morgan. He's got Artis running in the middle, and Marvin Morgan shoots on the turn, and it's gone over the bar, over the ground, and an hour gone. City still can't find a way back into this game, so they're looking to make a substitution. Trying to read the number on the board over there. Is it Josh Hutchinson?
Josh Hutchinson's coming on. Who's gone off?
Shaquille Hunter. chase now is Morgan. He's got the other side of his man now, Marvin Morgan, but just final touch in there. I think it was Steer who did enough to cover his defence. Murphy, midway inside the Maidenhead half on the left-hand side, plays inside to Hemmings, switches play over to the right to Rigg. Watkins ever running, watch from Steer. He's got the other side of his man. He's being held there from the Maidenhead midfielder. They still can't get it away though. It's now with George Rigg. Back to Artis, trying to get the ball under his feet. Now he's on his unfavoured right foot, which clearly shows because he's... Well, in fact, he dipped just below the crossbar, because that, to me, as soon as he hit that, that looked like that was skying into the City supporters behind the goal. Murphy takes it into the near post. Oh, he's cleared off the line. Oh, he's cleared again. It was Morgan who came in the second time. The first header was cleared off the line at the near post. I think it might have been Morgan twice, actually. 2 bites of the cherry. The second attempt was just really brilliantly snuffed out from the home defence, and another corner to City. Taken from Murphy to a crowd of players. Month might try and pick up the second ball. Looks to have handled it, in fact. He's managed to turn and get a shot. Oh, that's a brilliant finish from Manny Month. A shot on the turn. The instincts of a striker. It scored from the centre-back. He's now got 4 goals this season. He drilled it inside the near post. Pentley had no chance, and Bath City suddenly are back into this game. It's Maidenhead 2, Bath City 1.
Well, that was Bath City's second corner in quick succession. Manny Mob had the ball about 15 yards from goal, probably level with the post, and he managed to turn and spin and drill the ball just inside the post. So it's been a sort of strange few minutes for him.
I wouldn't have gone near heading the ball, but it's not my forte. Get the ball on the grind is what I go for. But Artis clearly clipped there from Inman, but play continues. The referee hasn't gone back to have a word with the Maidenhead man.
Don't really think we got an advantage in that, really, but there you go. Ref didn't blow up that time.
All over the top and Batten flicks it back, and it slipped right through the body of Max O'Leary. But fortunately, there was no one within like 15-20 yards of him. Pritchard score the first goal, one of the best goals we're likely to see this season. Plays it inside to Comley, running inside. He's fine Pritchard. Interplayer passing still with Comley. He's trying to force a shot away with a huge crowd of City players. It's nearly run loose over the left-hand side, but Mark's unable to get there first as Max O'Leary bravely dives at his feet to win the ball back. Slices it hopelessly into the air, but not helped there from upward. He heads it upwards, but picked up from City and foul supposedly from Watkins. Cleared only as far as down ball now, midway inside the Maidenhead half on the left hand side. Takes the ball towards Marvin Morgan, can't do much with it. It's headed away from Steer. From Artis, he's robbed there from Comley. Bustling with his man. He's got to be careful, Artis, but I think he's been penalised rather harshly there, Artis.
He's not going to pull it. That is ridiculous if he's going to book him for that, and now he's going to send him off. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. I cannot believe that.
And he's off.
That is I'm sorry. That is unbelievable. I cannot believe the referee has done that. It was words fail me. I can't say anymore at the moment. That is. I would have said the same if it was a Maidenhead player. That is just totally unbelievable.
Well, Artis has got to get off the pitch, otherwise he's going to receive further punishment. Bob is completely right. He was tussling for the ball. I think it was with Comley in the middle of the pitch. That's all it is, a tussle in the middle of the pitch, nicking at each other's heels. Comley didn't make a meal of it. He wasn't waving his arms around, which I think he has been doing more than one occasion this afternoon. For Frankie Artis to receive a one-match ban for that offence is absolutely scandalous, I would say. It's now picked up from Comley, centre of things a moment ago, but well cleared this time from Manny Month, up to Morgan. He needs to hold the ball up, but he doesn't at all. It's given straight back to Maidenhead with upward. The left-hand side is great for inside of Pritchard, and then last-ditch challenge from Rigg. It's still not fully cleared. Still with Pritchard on the edge of the box. Maidenhead's still got numbers forward. It's with Comley. He's dancing his way through. He's clearly been brought down. The referee played an advantage, in fact, and the shot's gone over the bar. I think he could have come back and given a foul on the edge of the box, but he hasn't. And the resulting shot went over the bar. I think it might have been Marks, and it's City now to make their final substitution. Andy Watkins going off, and he's going to be replaced with Naby Diallo. 15 minutes or so remaining. Which is when he's steer. He's charging past the halfway line. Good ball on to Pritchard. The Maidenhead fans appreciating this. It's Pritchard down the left-hand side. He's gone down under a challenge of Jack Batten for a free kick. Rather drew it, I would say, but Batten silly to leave a trailing leg. Further tribute as we approach Remembrance Day. In fact, it's straight to Tarpey with a right-footed shot, but drags it about 2 yards wide of Max O'Leary's post.
Yeah, trying to be inventive there, Maidenhead.
Picked up from Manny Month, who beat Marks to the ball and finds on the left-hand side, Dan Ball. Not a bad cross, actually, but the flag's gone up. In the middle is Marvin Morgan, trying to make a nuisance of himself, but all he's done is strayed offside. When you look at National League North, the attendance is 1,071, will probably be average around then. Hang on, there's Tarpey clean through, and this one is clearly out back from Manny Month. What's the referee going to do here? Because it's clearly flagged. Well, that's astonishing. Manny Month clearly brought back Dave Tarpey, who's just been through. There was a covering defender, Jack Batten. Well, thankfully for us, Harry Pritchard is coming off, who I think has been one of the best players on the pitch this afternoon. He's quietened a little bit in the second half. But that first goal alone, I think we'll see him receiving a bottle of champagne around half an hour's time.
I would have thought so. What's that? 82 minutes.
Okay, he's coming on. I thought it was number 12 which went up, which if so is Wasmer. Anyway, it's City playing forward now. Dan Ball tries to get a ball in. It's not fully cleared from Maidenhead, but they now manage to get it away with Comley on the far side. Naby Diallo tries to nick in and win the ball back, but they're dealing with this well. It's Forbes on the right-hand side, the substitute. Now with Tarpey. It's inside. He hugs more the right-hand side, I'd say, which is probably why he wears the number 7 shirt from Maidenhead, but it doesn't prevent him scoring almost at will this season. It's now with Steer on the left-hand side with Barrett, rather gangly figure. He's watched from George Rigg. Gets a decent ball in at the near post, and fortunately not an embarrassing moment for Max O'Leary. Got his body behind it and managed to smother the ball. Rigg needs men in front of him. Not as many men in front of him as what Maidenhead have got, so he's down to 10 men. It's now with Hutchinson. Forced to play it back to Marshall. He's had little involvement since he came on, but he's managed to feed the ball through here to Marvin Morgan. And he nearly got the ball across goal there. He's got it a second time, Morgan, who goes down rather ambitiously, theatrically. And now Maidenhead looking more convincing going forward. It's a really good ball played through. Oh, well intercepted there from Batten away from Marks. I think it was Forbes who played it through. Now back with Barrett on the left. Substitute. Left-footed ball. It's a good ball as well towards Tarpey, and it's I think the final touch off Jack Batten. A huge difference then this afternoon, and it helps with the one-man fewer as well for City in that midfield. But they've won the ball back now. Charging run forward here. I think it's Dan Ball who's going all the way. And it was clearly fouled there, and the referee tried to play an advantage this time.
Oh, he's done it, yes, yeah.
I think it might have been Forbes who brought him down. And it's going to be a caution. We approach the 90th minute. Billy Murphy to take, left-footed, lofted over the top towards the head of Batten. But well cleared there from Maidenhead. And there's Tarpey now. He's got in behind Batten. See what he can do. Curls the ball into the middle, and Marks tries to nick in there first. I thought Batten was fouled there. It's still not fully clear. It's with Forbes. Flag didn't go up. It was driven into the centre. City got enough men up there, but they don't really look like finding this breakthrough. In fact, it could be Maidenhead now on the left-hand side with Tarpey. Ever dangerous every time they go forward now. He's watched from Jack Batten. Squared the ball to Conley on the edge of the box. Turned on the ball. Should have really got a shot away first time, and now he's being crowded out. But does really well to find Barrett on this left-hand side. Watch from Rigg inside the penalty area and cheaply loses the ball to George Rigg, who can clear it. But Maidenhead, it's as if they've got 20 players out there as opposed to 11. They're just winning every second ball, and they're not even hanging on at the moment. It's City doing their utmost, but they just can't get the ball back. Slip through now to Tarpey. Oh, he's placed it over the bar. No composure there from the front man. Not the easiest of chances in the world, and now City get the ball back straight away with a minute remaining. That could have been game, set and match. George Rigg to take. Sean Riggs' cousin, of course, is played forward. Once again, a poor ball.
4 minutes are up now.
And the free kick. No, in fact, that's forward time. Final act to the game as Maidenhead, I'd say they've comfortably seen this out against the 10 minutes. It's a battling performance from Gary Eisman. Tricky surface. Maidenhead took the lead around the 27-minute mark. An absolute wonder strike from Harry Pritchard, chested the ball down, looped the ball over Max O'Leary. That had absolutely no chance. The second goal from Maidenhead, complete different quality. Dave Tarpey, 57 minutes, capitalised on defensive mistake from Manny Month, nicked in, rolled the ball in for his 21st goal of the season. Manny Month atoned for this error by pulling one back on 64 minutes. 5 minutes before Frankie Artis received a ridiculous second yellow card and was sent off in the field of play, leaving City with 10 men. And before all of that, in an eventful afternoon, City once again missed a penalty. In the end, Maidenhead comfortably saw the game out to win by 2 goals to 1.